In this video, we'll cover clean feed and program monitoring, how to set them both up, and the differences between the two. Clean feed is a facility that we have available in all radio studios, which allows any studio to send its program output signal into another studio, which can then be used as an input source. This allows the two studios to communicate and interact whilst on air. Importantly, clean feed can only occur between two studios at any time. A good analogy is to imagine a radio breakfast show presenting team working in one studio and the news team working in another. Clean feed will allow the news team to send a program output signal from their mixing desk into the presenting team, and vice versa. The presenting team receives the signal using their clean feed input channel strip, which can then be set up just like any other input channel. To set up a clean feed between two studios, both must have the connecting studio selected on the rack-mounted clean feed selector unit. So, if it's the red and blue studios in question, the red studio would select blue and the blue studio selects red. Next, you'll need to activate the clean feed input channels in both studios and fully open both faders. You can set trim levels in the usual way and communicate off-air by having your mic's channel and clean feed channels set up in PFL mode, with the channel faders down. Or you can use talkback, which is discussed in a later video. Once these conditions have been met, a two-way conversation can take place as long as the relevant microphone channels are open in both studios. Program monitoring allows you to temporarily monitor or listen to the output from another studio without interrupting the program outputs from your own studio. To monitor another studio's output, select the required studio using the rack-mounted Program Monitor selector. This looks the same as the clean feed selector unit that we just discussed. Then, on the two output channels on the far right of the Sonifex mixer, select EXT1 towards the top. You should now hear the output of the other studio that you've selected. Once you've finished monitoring, select the two program buttons on the output channels so that you can once again monitor your own studio's program outputs. In this lesson, we've discussed how to use and set up clean feed and program monitoring and the differences between the two. Next up, we'll learn how to use talkback.